wind down this masterful Sabbath straight into some crossroads at the water. Dang. Oh, let's talk about it.
Attention, star seeds. Attention, light workers. Attention, root workers. Attention, conjure doctors. Attention, nature-based faith practitioners. Attention, spiritualists. Attention, diviners. Attention, prophets. Attention, the spiritually eclectic. Attention for those seeking the road less traveled. This is time-sensitive cosmic information, so you might want to catch this. This is time-sensitive cosmic information that you can use in your prayers, manifestations, and other spirit works. Beam up now via this video or the audio link in this video's description box to get this on-the-fly esoteric wisdom. Beaming up now.
Ashe emojibatu Olodumare bobo egungun ara orun bobo orisha, for another day to bask in the goodness of Onile's sacred earth. Every day given is very special, and here are a few details, cosmic details, pertaining to how. I'm iiiYansaje to you, Muse, and this is your early rising or your evening settling mystic forecast.
Ekale if you're catching this in the evening time. Ekaro if you're catching this at the early morning's rise. I am iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, bringing you the music, the mystics, and the mojo on Radio for the Road Less Traveled, 222.9 The Mothership. And we are winding down, those of you that are listening at the 9:16 Central Standard Time, we are winding down your Sun's Day, your masterful Sabbath on October 20th, 2024, with the day vibing on an 11-2. And this was a masterful Sabbath indeed. So I'm going to take a selfish moment and talk a little bit about my day. I was given the honor, the privilege, the blessing of being in the room as three major mothers of the genre of music, blues, were honored by the Houston Blues Society at Emancipation Park. And the day vibes on that 11-2, and 2 is the number of the divine feminine, and that just to be in the room with those queens as they brought the houses down with their blues. I'm talking about Mama Trudy Lynn. I'm talking about Mama Tweed Smith. And I'll tell you about the other one after the break, because that one, whew, I just gotta, goodness, I'm still riding the waves. And it is your fourth Sunday of autumn equinox and of Libra season. And the moon tonight is waning in the house of Gemini. And in the house of Gemini, you got dualities at play. And it was a lot of dualities that I mixed, taste, felt, heard, danced to in the genre of blues music. So speaking of blues, we're heading into the day that is painted blue. Moon Day, when Obatala passes that time clock to Yemoja, and the sun's moon, the masculine sun shifts into the feminine moon. I am iiiYansaje Muse, and this is Radio for the Road Less Traveled, 222.9 The Mothership. Beam up. Love and light star seeds, it's iiiYansaje Muse, just bringing you a quick piece of gratitude, should I say. This retrograde energy of 2023, 6 planets doing the moonwalk, really has me doing a lot of reflecting. So I decided to share with you some reviews because 222.9 The Mothership has earned some awards and gotten some magazine recognition. But the thing that's the most rewarding to me is knowing that the mojo done healed somebody and they let me know about it. So I'm going to share these reviews with you, and I'll see you at the end of the video. Ashe. So the reviews are in. Thank you for allowing me this moment to share. And now it's your turn. Beam up to 222.9 the Mothership to enjoy the mystics, the music, and the mojo dedicated to your spiritual healing. And book your personal reading, whichever one you may need, through the link in the comment section so that you can leave your review and I can post another set of these in gratitude. Ashe. And we are back. And I had to wait on that third blues legend that was honored tonight by the Houston Blues Society because I have her album cover in my hand, and that is Dauna Greenleaf. Y'all see all this Yemoja energy, all this Queen Mother energy on this album? Absolutely. So she, Mama Trudy Lynn, and Mama Tweed Smith were all honored by the Houston Blues Society. So I want to say congratulations and star seeds. Be on the lookout for the article that I'm going to write up about that and how we're going to go about adding blues to the blues in Yemoja's Moon Day Blues. It's like the cosmos dropped a blue in cube in Moon Day's rotation or something. Let me get to it. It is the 21st, and that's 7 by 3 to 2024, and 21 is sacred to the Orisha Eshu, as well as Yemanja and Yem and Ogun. And the day is vibing on a 12-3, and I gotta tell y'all something about that in connection to the music genre blues. You know, there's a popular story about the blues musician Robert Johnson that went to the Crossroads, and that Crossroads is Eshu's domain to become a good blues player. But blues music is all about emotional healing by releasing it in its rawest form. So sometimes you got to really pay the cost to be the boss and be careful what you ask for. Others, it was just automatically divinely assigned that voices are anointed to sing these human truths over melodies called the blues. But either way, they connect us to our emotions and to the honest, ego free feelings of the human condition. And so we go into Moon Day's Blues on your fifth Monday of autumn equinox and of Libra season. The moon is waxing, actually waning, I'm sorry, waning in Gemini outside of Taurus. So be prepared for those challenges in that duality. So there's a lot of crossroad energy in terms of emotional intelligence, releasing things that no longer serve the emotions. So be prepared for a very kind of emotional test today, whether it's large or whether it's small, because you got the crossroads and the waters. And then, we're gonna talk more about the Robert Johnson and Papa Legba story, because there's some deeper layers that need to be understood with that, especially in terms of the genre music blues and how it tunes into our souls and spirits. Ashe. And I just want to say congratulations again, and it was such an honor to just be in the same room with that level of history and legacy of music. Now, I didn't get to grab Mama Trudy Lynn's music, but we're going to catch up with that. But with Mama Tweed's album, you will see more about that on Wednesday's rotation and in her section in the whirlwind with Mama Tweed. Ashe? Ashe. All right. So we are on our next to the last day of Libra season in its third decan, half Gemini. And we are still in the season of the distance. Almost said traveler. Of the distance until November 3rd in the 12 figures of African spirituality. And if October 21st is your solar return, then happy solar return. May the ancestors, Olodumare and Orishas bless you with many, many more, filled with Baba Ire. And Baba Ire just means many blessings. But here's just a little bit of zodiac dry snitching for you. So, if you were born on October 21st, Messing with my camera a little bit. There we go. If you were born on October 21st, you are a natural leader and you have decided executive ability. You are also a leader in your social life and you're responsible for many of the pleasant affairs your circle enjoys. You are charming and gracious and always appear to the best advantage. You have many real friends and you are loyal to them. All right. All right, other 11 zodiac houses, y'all know the drill. Haterade is not alkaline. So make sure you are showing all of the Libras in your life some love as they enjoy the last 2 days of their season. And you know good and darn well that you want the world to celebrate you when it's your season. And why not? So sow those good seeds of karma ahead of time. I'm going to take a quick break, and when I come back, we're going to run that retrograde report only on your Mystic Haven on the airwaves 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up. Yes.
Did you find purity, rest, and reflection in alabaster divine? Then you'll love it on my cosmic beachside with Mother Blue Hues. Meet me there tomorrow. That's www.poeticallymused.org/Mother Blue Hues. That's POETICALLY.org/MOTHERBLUEHUES. Ashe.
And we're back. So, in case you are just now joining us, I am iiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, bringing you your 9 p.m. or 6 a.m. cosmic weather forecast. So, here are the planets that we're looking at that are still in retrograde. We are still in Pisces retro. I mean, not. Oh, why did I say Pisces? Neptune retrograde in Pisces, as well as Saturn are still retrograding in Pisces. Saturn is running its retrograde in Pisces from June 29th until November 15th. And that's going to affect you Capricorn and Aquarius babies more than the other 11 and 10 houses. Because for Capricorn, it's the whole sign. For Aquarius, it's one half. And Saturn's retrograde is shattering a lot of delusions, bringing a lot of egos back down to earth, mailing back a lot of packages that you don't have to sign for. Especially for those of y'all that have been dancing on the wrong side of Airshew's crossroad. Saturn's retrograde, especially in Pisces, is a very great time to do shadow work. So you want to do your shadow work and, allow your ego self to be heard because it's only speaking from past traumas. See, we think that spiritual growth is about completely suppressing the ego self, and that's not true. Okay, the ego self is there to protect the spirit self from becoming completely trampled on the other side of the crossroad. The spirit self is there to protect the ego self from becoming a savage. And so when you get a balance in that, that's when you become divinely aligned because your energy is evenly distributed, and that's how that works. So, with Saturn in retrograde, there's a lot of rewards for spiritual mastery. So, really tighten up on those little differences and those little choices that lead to larger consequences. Also, retrograding in Pisces is one of Pisces' ruling planets, Neptune. And we went on July 2nd, and we will be coming out on December 7th. And this is going to intensify your dream state a lot, especially if you were born in the house of Pisces. Okay. Also, with Neptune retrograding in Pisces, it's going to intensify the dream state. So, write down your dreams because that's your subconscious speaking to you. Your own inner priest, your own inner psychic is giving you some things that you may need to, pay closer attention to. Okay. And it's also kind of tag teaming with Saturn in retrograde and shattering a lot of delusions. So you really want to avoid escapism at this point. Thirdly, we still have Chiron in retrograde, which affects all zodiac houses across the board. And this is the space of the wounded healer. So during this retrograde time, many of your deepest wounds, deepest areas of self doubt, all those inner tripwires that may cause you to sabotage or self sabotage, any of those wounded areas, those memories are going to come to the forefront. So when you find yourself in that space, like, why am I thinking about that? Oh, that happened a long time ago. It's coming up because you still have some dealing with it to do and some healing, and maybe just to look at it from another perspective. And oftentimes, our deepest wounds always come back to visit. They always come back to haunt. That can be counted on. So when that happens, take the time to assess it so that you can turn pain into purpose. And that's how you ascend in that 5D sense. Ashe. All right, we also have Uranus in retrograde, and we went into this retrograde on September 1st, and we won't be coming out of this retrograde until January 30th of 2025. And this is the other half of Aquarius, so this one's going to hit you Aquarius babies more than the other 11 houses because this is your other planet busting the moonwalk. All right? Okay, so with this planet in retrograde, it's actually a good thing if you're down for the ride, because you know that divine life is called the road less traveled for a reason. It's not for the weak. But if you've been on the right side of the crossroad, this is the retrograde that drops a lot of divine bags because this Uranus retrograde is in Taurus season. So you can expect some shakeups that make you question your spiritual beliefs, especially with Neptune backdooring right in front of her. And so you can expect some rewards for divine obedience. Because ain't no money like God money. God money is karmic debt free. Ashe. All right, last but not least, we have Jupiter in retrograde. And Jupiter is retrograding, went in on October 9th. And we will be coming out of this retrograde in February 4th of 2025 in Gemini. So I'm looking at this retrograde kind of like a tag team. It's like all of these planetary retrogrades are tag teaming together, but especially with Jupiter, because Jupiter is the planet of expansion. So when retrograde, that expansion turns into a contraction, but it's coming in Gemini. So that's that duality. So Jupiter's retrograde is helping Saturn and Pisces tag team all those karmic packages do, while on the other side of the crossroad, Jupiter's contraction is also bringing in the divine bag faster in alignment with Uranus's retrograde in Taurus. So these are three serious catalysts that are at play here when it comes to the Great Divide. These retrogrades are what's bringing all of these things about. So, and Jupiter is the other Pisces planet. So, both Pisces planets are currently in retrograde, and both of Aquarius's planets are in retrograde. And we are shifting out of the Piscean age of knowing into the Aquarian age of belief. So if you know Pisces people or Aquarius people, if you're close to these people in your life, invoke the patience of Obatala. Because of the times we're living in, those two's energies will be intense by default. Ashe. And you can always look at your natal chart and find your placement of these planets for a deeper understanding of how these retrogrades affect you. Ashe? All right, and if you need some help understanding that, then the Mothership does have its own mentorship and advice hotline at 314 200 0368. Almost forgot my phone number. I am going to take a quick break, and when I come back, we are going to get to your Moon Nightly Tarot draw. I am iiIyansaje Muse, and this is radio for the road less traveled, 222.9 the Mothership. Beam up.
Blues? I don't sing 'em. I tranquilize in their hue. Now my mouth pours truth. And iiiYansa, J Muse, haiku. Moon talk, Motherpeace found Motherpeace found throat chakra healing, waters, blues, spirits, films, music, sea creature messages, guided meditation, poetry, mysteries of the wine dark sea, healing stones and shells, blue things, blue things, blue things, rhyme, iiiYansa's glass water, dream silk wisdom, cleansing, healing. It's all inside. Come on in. Every moon day on Mother Blue Hues with iiiYansa Muse.
And we are back. So, my Moon Day collectives are always for the divine feminine. So, if you are tapped into this message, you are aligned with divine algorithm, and this is your message, girl. All right, so we got the 10 of dish showing up upright, straight up and down. So, you got a community of people watching you give birth to something. You could literally be pregnant or in welcoming a very, a new member of society into the world. Congratulations if that's you. Or you could be giving birth to a new perspective of things, or even people watching you give birth to yourself. Either way, you're in a very intense energy of evolution. Let the process happen, but protect your energy, because as you can see, lots of people are surrounding you because your new abundance is coming in. So stay in that abundant energy and allow those who are meant to celebrate you be there. But you got to keep an eye on that self care with the priestess of discs showing up inverted. Now, this is talking about self care, yoga, meditation, things like that. You may have to start getting up earlier and carving out that time because you're out of survival mode now, and that's what makes you a divine feminine. So, relax and give yourself some applause. Give your body the rest that it needs. What the spirit is giving me is it's like you want to get up and keep ripping and running because you don't want to feel like you're being lazy. But your body is just needing rest from all the years of fight or flight mode. So now you're in a new circle where it's a safe space to rest now. So now you can start to settle more and deeper into yourself. So this is an energy charge reading because you had to, oh gosh, we had to start Shaman of Swords coming up. And we knew that was some male energy. So the King of Swords is showing up here. And maybe it's something that was pertaining to an incident here that is keeping you from fully relaxing. It's time to release that, honey. And it's time to release everything involved with it. And then flipping over the deck, we have the Three of Cups coming in eastbound. Okay? And so with it coming in eastbound, then actually that's pointing westbound. Oh, okay, okay. So something connected to a shaman of swords is connected to another group of the energy I'm getting from this is you're having some issues relaxing with this priestess of disc energy because you've had to ward off a lot of spiritual attacks coming from a group of people. But that's what makes a divine feminine, honey. These babies here lost from Jump Street because they were never fighting you, they were fighting God. And this was why the first card to show up was the Ten of Disc upright because you passed whatever test these heifers over here through, and now you're stepping into a new beginning. But you have to dissolve into your divine queen, feminine goddess energy and own every bit of it. Ashe. There's my general message for the Divine Feminine. Should you need a personal read, then by all means dial the number on the screen. I am available between 1 p.m. and 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Or you can treat yourself. You can treat yourself to the Yemoja care package I put in this video's description box, where you can book a live read or a pre-recorded one with a less than 24-hour turnaround. I am iiiYansaje Muse, and this is Radio for the Road Less Traveled, 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up. A focused, meditative state is the womb of your mind. May you always birth beautiful things. Yemoja. The Moon Collection by the Mothership Mystic Boutiq. All proceeds go to 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio. Beam up. Uh-oh. I guess this tenor disc still just wanted to look at y'all for a minute. Give me just 1 second.
Flavorful, elite, divine guidance and wisdom, broken down to the practical to bring voyage change into your life for the better. Call 314-200-0368. That's 314-200-0368 for spiritual mentorship and guidance readings by iiiYansaje Muse. All proceeds go to 222.9, the Mothership, Internet Radio for the road less traveled. Beam up.
Alrighty then. Shout out to Star Trinity and Pete Marnick and all of my all new listeners and supporters. Welcome aboard the Mothership. If you are enjoying yourself, tell a friend to tell a friend so we can be one spiritual nation under a cosmic groove. If you are listening at the 9:44 hour, I love that 44 timing, delicious. Then stay tuned for my Sun Nightly vision of what love looks like. And that's the kind of love music that charges kingdom unions. If you are listening at the 6 a.m. hour, then stay tuned for the rising Bimbe to Yemoja before we get to the divine mothers of song. And either way, remember, the sky is big enough for us all to be stars. And in the words of George Clinton, free your mind and your ass will follow. This is 222.9 The Mothership, Internet Radio for the road less traveled. And this has been your Cosmic Weather Forecast. Beamer.
Every day is special. Why not find out mystically how? This is the forecast on your Mystic Music Haven on the airwaves, 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up.